What's going on, everybody? How we doing, everyone? Hey. Do me a favor, guys, if you can hear me, if you can see me, go ahead, drop a number one in the chat, make it rain. Let's go crazy. Let's let the room build up a little bit. If we can, guys, if you've ever been on any webinars with me in the past, you know that my energy level is like at a 3,487 percentile at all times. So I need you guys to be probably even crazier than me. Is that cool, guys? Can we get a number 3 in the chat? Is that cool? All right. Yes, sir. 333. All right. Really quickly, guys, as the room fills up here, we'll give it about another minute or so. I'm really curious because every time we do these webinars, we have agencies from all over the world joining us, just like yourself. So where in the world are you from? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Sarah said from Florida. Sean said Florida. Eddie said NYC. Leonardo from Texas. Sarah from Tampa. Denise from Minnesota. Patrick from Colorado. Ehab from Toronto. Eamon from Boca Raton, Florida. Adam from Arkansas. Adam from Arizona. Chris from Florida. Oh my God, too much. Keep it going, guys. Where are you guys from? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Florida, Michigan, Virginia, Puerto Rico. Hail from the East Coast. Andrew from Israel. Keep dropping it in the chat, guys. Where in this beautiful world are you guys from? Atlanta. All right, I love it, guys. Super excited once again to have you guys all on today. This is going to be a really special webinar. I'm going to show you guys basically how to literally smash $10,000 in revenue in your agency, just using like a really simple process, right? Mike said, where are you from? I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, so South Florida down here. And yeah, so like my goal today is, and we'll do a little poll around the room really quick. How many of you guys right now are kind of just getting started, or maybe started your agency, or maybe have had your agency, but have not hit that first milestone of $10,000 in revenue yet? Go ahead and say me in the chat if that is you. Go ahead and say me in the chat. And it's totally cool. As you guys can see, the chat's blowing up. There is literally hundreds of you guys, okay? Say me in the chat. All right, cool. So if that's you, well, this webinar is obviously going to be absolutely perfect for you. If you're past 10K in revenue, well, this webinar is still going to be great for you because we're going to show you guys a lot of tactics and strategies that you can implement inside of your agency. I think what I like the most about this webinar that I've prepared for you, we're going to go through a lot of slides. It's going to be super tactical, super strategic, but it's simple. How many of you guys just like simplicity? You want to just do something that's simple and predictable and that can get you results immediately. Can we drop a number 4 in the chat if that is you? How many of you guys want simplicity inside of your agency in which you can start gaining momentum? You can start gaining traction. All right, I love it. By the way, guys, I can see obviously all of your comments. I got my side screen up. So go ahead, blow up the chat, go crazy for me. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to kick things off and get started. I'll share my screen. I ask for one thing before we get started: keep your energy levels up. If we're going to go through, once again, a lot of tactical information, a lot of strategies here. Get out your notebooks, get out your notepads on your computer, shut down everything. Okay, shut down your computers, your tablets, put your phones on silent, close your door if you're in your room so you can get complete quietness, shut off all social media, okay? Today, for the next 1 hour, we're going to hang out together, and I'm going to show you how to smash $10,000 in revenue in your marketing agency very, very quickly, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's kick things off. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, awesome. Cool. How many guys can see my screen? Drop a number 3 in the chat. Drop a 3 in the chat. All right, perfect. All right, guys, once again, today's mission is, this is going to be the simple blueprint to get you guys to smash $10,000 in revenue for your agency in hopefully the next 30 days, okay? And we're going to be able to do this without having any past experience, large investments, a huge team, or giving up massive time. Most of you guys might be in the situation where you're literally working alone. You don't have a lot of revenue coming in. You're trying to figure things out. You don't have any team. You don't have any past experience, right? So this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. Once again, for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Chad Kaderi, and I am the Chief Executive Officer here at DashClicks. And I've had an agency for the last 13 years, our company's social agency, right? So I've been in your shoes. Okay, I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I'm going to show you just kind of what's worked for me. All right, so I'm going to talk to you guys from real life experiences here. So once again, I'm the CEO of two companies, two marketing companies, that is, DashClicks and Social Agency. DashClicks obviously services marketing agencies globally. Social Agency was our retail brand, retail marketing agency that we opened up in 2009. So it's been quite the journey. I have my beautiful family plus one, which is actually not in this photo. I have a 10-month-old, right? So we're a family of 5. So for most of you guys, you might be in similar situations where how many of you guys have kids, family, like you're looking to basically just excel in life? Drop a number 3 in the chat, right? How many of you guys are in the same situation? All right, cool. So we're going to move really quickly, guys. So in the small amount of time that we have together today, once again, my goal is to make a big impact on you in the following ways. Number one, clarity on everything that's confusing you about starting your own marketing agency or scaling your marketing agency, okay? I'm also going to give you confidence in all the places where you have uncertainties, and most importantly, to unlock the true potential that you have to make a dent in this universe, okay? And yet, guys, if nothing else, I'm here to make you lots and lots of money, just like a lot of these people. So Gavin from Highline Leads, he used a lot of these strategies. And by the way, guys, the strategies I'm going to teach you today, they're the same strategies that I've been teaching for the last 6 years to all of our members inside of DashClicks. So this is nothing new. It's just simple and it works. And if you just follow the strategies, these are the outcomes that hopefully you can get. Now, once again, as a disclaimer, everybody's different. Doesn't mean that by doing this, you are going to make $10,000 in revenue or more than that. But we hope that if you just follow the strategies, it'll lead you to success. Okay. So Gavin used these strategies, closed 151K in 2 months. TJ uses strategies, closed 11K in 2 weeks. Danny Flores uses strategy, closed $52,000 in 3 months. Now we'll circle back to that in just a minute, but first, what I need from you guys is actually implementation, okay? Nothing pains me more than giving you guys a solution that I'm going to give you here today and then running into you years later and you're still literally clinging hopelessly to the same exact problem. Do we have a deal? Drop a number 5 in the chat. If we have a deal, you will leave here today, okay, and implement. It is all about implementation. None of this will work if it just goes in one ear and out of the other. So drop a number 5 in the chat, make it rain in the chat. I want to make sure that we have a deal. If we don't have a deal, guys, please jump out of this webinar. There's more than enough people in here that are ready to implement and put these tactics inside of their agencies, okay? Now, let's talk about really quickly who this webinar is for. I want you to drop a number 5 in the chat if you are one of the following, okay? Who is the 9-to-5er? So you're looking to basically leave your 9-to-5 job, start your own business, which allows you to 10x your income, be your own boss, work your own hours, spend more time with your family, yada, yada, yada. We know what the gist is there. Drop a 5 if that's you, if you are the 9-to-5er. Drop a 5 in the chat. How many of you guys are part-timer, right? You're looking for a part-time gig in which you can just start generating revenue immediately for you and your family, right? How many of you guys are just doing this as a side hustle? Drop a number 5 in the chat if that's you. You're just looking for a side hustle you can do on your free time, which adds additional monthly recurring revenue to your existing income that you already have, right? And then how many of you guys are the starter, right? You literally just started your marketing agency, right? But you need something that you can produce income fast with little resources and predictability, okay? If you're in any of these categories, this webinar is 100% for you. Now, I want to go through who this webinar is not for, so we can make sure to weave out all of those people that are wasting their time going forward to the rest of the webinar, right? This webinar is not for the lazies, right? It's not for somebody who's unwilling to work or use energy. This isn't a get-rich-quick thing, okay? You do need to actually put energy in to actually have an outcome. That is the way that life works, All right. This is also not for the procrastinators. This isn't for somebody who repeatedly and unnecessarily postpones decisions or actions. This is not a trait of an entrepreneur. That is not how entrepreneurship works. Okay. This is also not for the negative mindset. If you're always thinking negatively, maybe because of your internal beliefs, right? Then you need to break through all of your false beliefs and have actual faith. Faith is what brings momentum. Okay. Also, this is not for quitters, right? Someone who never finishes what they started. If you can't commit on taking action and working for something great, you'll literally never make it in any business. So, really quick before we move forward, if you are in any of these categories, this webinar is 100% not for you. Jump off Zoom. We'll see you in the next webinar, okay? Or maybe later on down the road. But please exit Zoom right now. This will not work for you. I want to save you time. Okay, if you are, please stay on and stay on all the way until the end, because like I said, we're going to go over a lot of tactics and a lot of strategies here. Okay, now I want you guys to think about this for a second and let this sink in. This is one of my quote from one of my mentors, Russell Brunson. What if everything you're going through now is preparing you for what you asked for? Right? This quote literally helped me shift my mindset big time because it actually makes me think long term instead of short term. You see, most of you guys right now, you're probably thinking short term. You're probably thinking, well, how can I pick up a bunch of cash in a short period of time? The reality is, if you're looking for some stability and predictability in your life, well, then you need to really look a little bit longer. You need to look long term and not short term. Okay, guys? Now, before the fairy tale begins, right, here's how it all started for me, just to really quickly dive in to make sure that you guys understand who I am, right? In early July of 2009, I was working 3 different jobs, and I was still barely covering my minimal expenses. That's how many of you guys think that man is handsome as hell right there? Drop a number 5 in the chat. Right? That's a handsome fella right there. I'm just going to throw that out there. All right. Now, look, here I was 20. Thanks, guys. Here I was 21 years old. I was a college dropout. I had no business experience, 1,200 bucks in my bank account. Right. But I knew that I needed to change and I needed to make a change fast. Maybe you can relate. Okay. Now, on September 13th, the famous photo that if you guys seen, if you've been on every other one of my webinars, this is my famous photo because it really brings me back to this moment, right? This is where I decided to start my first business. It was a marketing agency called Social Agency. It was in my room at my parents' house. Once again, maybe like a lot of you. Now, to save time here, I'm just going to do some fast forwarding, right? I'm not going to go through my whole life story. We're going to get to the nuts and bolts here. So fast forward 4 years later, August 2nd, 2013, right? So I opened my first office, okay? Hired my first 2 employees. Fast forward to year 5, October 20th, 2014. I opened my second office, started scaling out my agency and really building a sales organization and a team that can fulfill orders. Here is my revenue numbers so far for those years. Now, once again, this is just revenue from Social Agency. This is one of my companies, right? In 2009, I did 4,865 sales, big whopping 4K, right? 2010, 15K, 37K, 56K, 97K, 142K, right? Now, look, I know that this isn't crazy, but stay with me because here's where everything is really going to take a major turn here, okay? At the beginning of my 7th year in business, I started to look at all of the top marketing agencies in the space, and I started to study them, okay? I wanted to know what were they selling? How were they selling it? Their business model, the customers that they were targeting, their sales methods, literally everything. Like I was addicted to trying to go out and actually get these data points. And after weeks of research, it finally hit me, and this was my light bulb moment. And for you guys, this is going to be your light bulb moment too, because this is what changed everything for me and literally changed the course of my entire life. All of these companies that were crushing it in the space had literally one thing in common, okay? They were heavily focused on generating sales that consisted of recurring subscriptions, okay? Kind of like your phone bill, your internet bill, right? If you need it, right? But if you don't pay for it, then it turns off, right? It's a monthly subscription, right? And this is what I call the stack effect, right? It's basically when you're stacking revenue every single month, month over month, that is what turns into growth. So a lot of you guys, if you've ever seen like a business growth chart, right? Instead of having like a business like this, you start creating extreme momentum really, really fast. Okay. Now, literally, once that hit me, it literally changed everything. Okay. Now, I want to do some fast action here. Let's see how it all played out. I'm just going to fast forward my life here for a second. Let's go forward to year 7, October 16th, right? Hired more people, as you can see, opened up a call center, right? Then on February 9th, 2017, I had a dream. This is what it was, right? I literally woke up in the middle of the night and started crafting this weird thing that today is actually called dash clicks, right? So if most of you guys, I'll take a step back here. For those of you guys that don't know, when we built dash clicks, we did not build dash clicks for you. I know we're greedy. We didn't build it for you. We built it for ourselves. We built it to scale our own agency. And this was like what the first iteration was. It was me just kind of like spitting on paper and like, what would all my clients love to see, right? And yeah, it was ugly as hell, but this is what it looked like, okay? And once again, year went by, we developed it, DashClicks V1, right? And we'll talk more about that shortly, but let's just go into some really quick revenue numbers first, right? So here was my revenue numbers after using the stack effect framework for 4 straight years, okay? Now, remember, once again, this is just from social agency, not from dash clicks or anything else, okay? 2015, we did $588,000 in sales. 2016, 817. 2017, 1.23 million. 2018, 1.472 million in sales. And it kept going and going and going. You see, we literally doubled our sales from the previous year, from 2014 to 15, right? Now, here's the crazy turning point we had, right? We got so good at building our agency that we literally decided to focus 100% of our time in helping other agencies do the exact same thing that we just did. So we focused all of our time on our second company that was called DashClicks, which is what you guys are using today, right? It's our all-in-one software and service solution for marketing agencies, right? So how many of you guys love DashClicks? Drop a number 3 in the chat. Show some love in the chat. How many of you guys just love DC? Drop number 3 in the chat. Whether you're using our software or you're using our white label fulfillment services, right? All right, I love it. Now, guys, remember this. This was V1, and now this, 5 years later, is now V2. We've added tons and tons of features inside of the platform itself. Now, look, some agency owners in our DashClicks community started asking me for help, okay? A lot of them were really stuck and couldn't reach their next milestone. So I started teaching them my stack effect framework, okay? And then things like this started happening, all right? Richie Rich hit 40K, right? In monthly recurring revenue in 3 months. Elisa hit 10K in 4 months of MRR. George Carafotes, which is such a cool story, right? This guy was in one of our coaching programs back in the day, about 2 or 3 years back. And there was another member inside of the coaching program as well. 2 people. George is from Greece. And Caesar was from New York, was from the States, right? They literally met in our coaching program way back in the day, and they decided to partner up. All right. George was like all great at like marketing. He was like the back end techie dude. And George, and Caesar was really, really good at sales. He was like the front end guy selling everything. They literally joined forces, and their revenue, I just interviewed George on our podcast literally a week ago, which should be launching in the next month or two, right? Live on our podcast, Behind the Revenue. They're doing $350,000 a month in sales, which is insane, right? So the stack effect at its finest, right? And hundreds of other people. Look, let me just show you some other, like, once again, Gavin Taylor closed 151K, right? All these guys, they use the stack effect and it makes them money. Now, here's where things got a little bit weirder. Okay, I started training everyday people that knew nothing about marketing or had ever even had a marketing agency in the past, right? Family, friends, people in my online communities, our Facebook group, right? This is what some of the calls look like, okay? So we just all jump on a call. I would show them exactly what I was doing in my marketing agency and how everything was working, right? As you can see, here's what some of the calls. And I've done probably at this point thousands of these calls, right? Which is pretty crazy. And guess what? The same thing happened. It still worked, right? So once again, these are some older screenshots that I grabbed from some of our groups, but I want you guys to see that this works if you really just put in the time, right? $1,100 sale, $2,100 sale, right? $198 sale, $497, $1,100, $3,000 sale with a 3-month contract, right? $600, $1,100, $500, $2,000, right? $600, $1,000. Look at this, $3,000 payment, $1,500 payment, $1,000 payment. Like, guys, this is just keep going, right? And here's where the crazy part, here's where it all hit me, okay? It didn't matter if they were brand new to the agency space or existing owners. The reality is, if they all follow just a simple framework that helped them generate insane amounts of revenue fast, okay? Now, at this point, I knew we were onto something, all right? So what's really cool is I also started getting invited to speak on all these big stages, teaching other agency owners my stack effect framework, which is really cool. Fast forward again to year 10. This is July 21st, 2019, right? We broke down the wall, took down the office next door, expanded, right? Hired more employees. This is when DashClicks really started, right? Which is really awesome. Fast forward till today, 16,000 students making a difference and changing lives, 30,000 users in DashClicks globally, 100 full-time employee, headquarter office here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, plus remote, right? My dream team, my dream car. Like, guys, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm simply showing you that your dreams can literally become a reality because I'm living proof of it. I literally went from this to this, right? And you guys can literally do the exact same thing. Okay. Now, look, now that you've seen my journey, okay, let's talk about why you're here. All right. The reality is, you're here because you need to make a change and you need to make lots of money, and it needs to hopefully happen fast. Okay. Now, everything I'm about to teach you, one, will help you scale and scale your agency to hit your first $10,000 in total sales. Okay. And if you're past that, you can still use these strategies and implement them right into your agency. You can also do this with absolutely no experience at all and still crush it. Okay. And all you need is a computer and internet. All right. Who's excited? We're going to now get into the tactics. Who's excited? Drop a number 4 in the chat for me if you guys are pumped up right now. Okay. And I need to feel your energy because there we go. All right. Boom. All the comments coming in. 4 in the chat. Make it rain in the chat. All right. I love it. Now, guys, let's uncover the process of my stack effect agency framework. Okay. It literally boils down to 4 simple steps. 4. Super, super simple. Don't confuse it. Don't complicate things. Don't start going out and creating like 300 zaps and automations and AI, API, like forget about all that stuff. Very simple touch points. The first thing that you need to master is prospecting, then sales, then fulfillment, and then scaling it up. That's all you need to do. Okay. Now, if you can do this right, you'll be well on your way to a 7-figure marketing agency. This right here, this is the components of a marketing agency. If you can figure this out, you will have success in your marketing agency. Okay. Now, let's break this down to the studs so you can better understand what each one means. 1, really quickly, prospecting. Okay. This is the first step in the sales process, which consists of identifying potential businesses who need more customers. Okay. Which is literally everybody. Every business wants more customers. Sales. You then charge the business money in exchange for knowledge and skills of helping them get more customers. Okay. Fulfillment. You deliver the services that actually get them more customers so they can grow their business. And if you can do this, they will gladly pay you forever. Right. And then scaling. You do this repeatedly, which then starts stacking customers that pay you every single month. This is where the fun happens, right? And once again, if you can do this right, you'll be well on your way to a 7-figure marketing agency, okay? Now that we understand the basics, let's uncover the actual strategy on how to make this all work, okay? Let's get familiar with a term that will change your life forever, okay? Because this term, till today, has literally changed my life, okay? It's called traffic, all right? Now, guys, here's the big secret here. If you can control the traffic, you can control your income. I'm going to repeat this to make sure everybody hears me in the back, okay? If you can control the traffic, you can control the income, your income, okay? Let me give you a quick example of what traffic is to make sure everybody's on the same page, all right? A retail store needs to get people walking into their business every single day. Well, that's called traffic, okay? Online retailers and service businesses need visitors going to their website every single day. Well, that's called traffic, right? And if these businesses don't get traffic, well, guess what? They die. Okay. So we know that businesses need traffic, right? Let's take a look at some really quick examples of how you can provide traffic as a service in exchange for some moolah. Okay. Now, you might have businesses that will have traffic problems. So let's take a look at the left column here. All right. Traffic problem number one, they don't have a website or landing page. Cool. Your traffic solution will be building them a website or landing page, right? Their traffic problem number two, they need traffic now, right? They need to get visitors to their website now. They need to get people walking into their store, restaurant, barbershop, salon, med spa right now. They need it right now, right? Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, right? The ad platforms that will generate leads and sales now, today, right? They want long-term traffic without paying for ads, SEO, backlinks, content, listings, social posts, right? Whatever their traffic problem is, you will have a solution for it, okay? Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Chad, I don't know how to do all this stuff, right? I'm not a Facebook ads whiz, right? Or I'm not a web developer or anything like that. Well, here's the cool part. You don't need to know how to do any of this stuff because you're not going to do it, guys, okay? The biggest secret that you will learn today is how to become a facilitator, okay? I want to do a quick poll here. Who do you guys think, who made more money? Was it Steve Jobs or was it Steve Wozniak? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Who made more money, Wozniak or Jobs? Go ahead and drop it in the chat really quick, guys. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Wozniak or Jobs? Who made more money? Okay. Look, the reality is the way you make more money, right, is as an orchestrator and not the actual band itself. Okay. You need to orchestrate everything. You don't have to be in the actual thing doing the thing, right? You just need to orchestrate the thing. Okay. Is this starting to click for you guys? Is this starting to click? Say me in the chat if this is starting to click for you guys, right? You don't need to know how to do any of the back end work. You just need to know how to sell it. Okay. And this is the easy part. All right. Now, guys, you guys think that the guy selling iPads at Best Buy knows how they're made? Right? Does he know how to make an iPad? No, he doesn't. But he sure knows how to sell an iPad, right? And that is why you need a white label fulfillment partner, right? Now, let's walk through the process of how white label fulfillment partners actually work, right? So really quickly, you go out and you sign up a new client for Facebook ads and you charge them $1,500 a month. You then go to the white label fulfillment partner and they'll charge you, let's say, $199 a month, and they do all the work and you profit $1,300 a month every single month. Okay, here's another example. You sign up a new SEO client, right? They pay you $1,000 a month. You then go to a white label fulfillment partner. They charge you $199 a month. They do all the work. You profit $800 a month every single month. Okay, you don't need to do the work. You just need to use your resources and orchestrate everything. Okay, here's just some quick examples of what you can charge for traffic. Okay, here's some industry standards on what agencies right now inside of DashClicks are charging their clients for traffic. Right, they're charging Facebook ads on average is about $1,500 a month, right, to pay for traffic. Okay, this is, by the way, guys, to make sure everybody's on the same page, this is service fees. This does not include ad spend or anything like that, right? This is you charging your customer a service fee of $1,500 a month to run their Facebook ads, okay? Or $1,500 a month to run their Google ads or TikTok ads, or $1,000 a month for SEO, or $400 a month for social media posting, or $300 a month to blog for them with content, or $200 a month to get them listed in all the directory listings. Here is what an example of a good white label fulfillment partner in pricing, right? You want a 5x. You want a 5x what we are charging, right? Or what your white label fulfillment partner is charging, right? So as an example, we charge $199 a month for Facebook ads. We charge $199 for Google ads, TikTok ads, SEO. We charge $49 a month for social media posting, content starting at $59 a month, listings starting at $39 a month, right? You want to be able to have the leverage of these margins so you can price things up and make money every single month on it. Okay, just orchestrating. Is it crazy, right? Sometimes it's eye-opening to see the numbers, right? All right, let's systematize this whole thing, and let me show you guys how you can start getting new customers fast and making lots of money. Okay, now remember this 4 easy steps. Step number 1, prospecting. Step number 2, sales. Step number 3, fulfillment. Step number 4, scaling. Let's dive in to step number 1, which is prospecting. And this is going to show you how to find and get complete strangers to basically raise their hand and say, hey, I'm interested in what you have to offer, right? This is the hardest part of having a marketing agency, okay? Because this is the first domino. And if you cannot tip this domino over, well, then you don't even need to worry about these dominoes, right? If you can't get anybody to raise their hand and say, I'm interested, well, then guess what? You can't sell something to nobody, right? You can't fulfill something for nobody, and you can't scale nothing, right? So you need to nail prospecting, okay? Now, look, guys, this is a sales funnel, right? This is what a sales funnel looks like. Prospects go into the top of the funnel, and then paying customers literally come out of the bottom. All right. This is your first goal. Your first goal is to get as many interested prospects into the top of your sales funnel as you possibly can. Okay. How, you ask? Right. Well, let me show you. Remember this? Remember their traffic problems, and solutions, right? Now it's time to find all of these people that have traffic problems. But where? Where in the world are all of these people, right? Well, here's the crazy part. They're literally everywhere, okay? And they're so easy to find, guys. You can literally just go to Yelp as an example and type in electricians. You get a list of them, right? You can go to Google Business, right? Google Business Listing, right? Or Google, whatever. Google Maps, I think they call it, whatever they call it, right? Right? Type in electric business if that's the niche that you want to go after. There's tons of them here, right? Go into Facebook groups. Look at this. There's electrician groups, 22,000 people, right? There's literally, these businesses are everywhere. Okay, they are everywhere. So for you to say I can't find somebody that's interested in working for me is bullcrap, because these people are everywhere and they all need traffic. Every single one of these need traffic. Okay, did you guys know that about 45% of all new businesses fail within the first 5 years? Okay, it's a crazy stat. And can you guess why? Right? It's traffic. Okay, remember, once again, if you can control the traffic, you can control your income. That's going to be the theme of today. All right. Now, I want to show you guys 2 examples that you can use to get new prospects today. Okay. It's all about keeping it super simple with an irresistible offer. Okay. Let's go over the website offer, right? Find businesses that don't have a website or an outdated website, and then offer them a new one instantly. They will pay you lots and lots of money for this, okay? And you don't need to know how to build websites, all right? Let me show you guys how this works really quick, right? Automate website building with a tool called InstaSites, right? So step number 1, you are literally going to go and you're going to find a business that needs a website, right? You're going to go to DashClicks. You're going to go to the InstaSites app, and you are going to go and you are going to find a template that is suitable for that company. So if they're an electrician, you will go and you will find the electrician template, right? There's over 333 templates available in DashClicks, okay, inside of InstaSites. All you do is you literally fill out this form with their business information, which is publicly available on almost every single one of these directories, right? Okay, and then you wait 10 seconds and bam, done. All right. Who here is now a website developer? Drop a number 4 in the chat, okay? Who here can now build websites, right? Every single person in here should be dropping a number 4 in the chat, okay? InstaSites allows you to build websites now in real time without being a web developer. You just literally fill out a form, okay? Do you think you guys can do this on your own? This is not brain surgery, guys. You guys think that you can do this on your own? This is really, really simple, really, really quick stuff, okay? Let's take a look at another prospecting strategy. All right. It's called the traffic offer. Find a business that needs more traffic, but the secret here is prove it to them. Prove to them that they need more traffic, and then offer them a solution that fits their traffic needs so they can pay you more money for it. You don't need to manually create this report either. Let me show you guys how simple this is and how quickly it works. You automate this with a tool in DashClicks called Insta reports, right? Same process. You go out and you find a business that you want to work with. You fill out the form inside of Insta reports. Basic information, once again, that's available on their Google business listing, their Yelp listing, their Facebook pages, public information, right? Like their business name and phone number and email, all that stuff, right? You wait 30 seconds and done, right? It will spit out literally a beautiful report that will tell you every single traffic problem that they have, including issues with their website as well, okay, and how you can fix those issues. And then you come up to them like a hero and you offer them those solutions to their traffic problem. You see, most people really complicate this, guys. This is literally what I did. These two tools, Insta Sites and Insta Reports, this is what I used in my agency. Those revenue numbers that you saw, I didn't do anything crazy. I was just doing the shit that nobody else wanted to do, right? Which is actually work. Okay. If you just do this and you do it at scale, this can work. It just takes time. Okay. Do you guys think that you can do this on your own? Drop a number 3 in the chat. If you just think that you can do this on your own, okay, just fill out a form. Find somebody, fill out a form. Find somebody, fill out a form. And excuse me, the hard part is probably waiting 30 seconds because I know we're all impatient here, right? All right, cool. Now, this is literally how I drove thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people into the top of my funnel. Okay. Now, these are the exact 2 prospecting strategies I use in my agency, which resulted in over $5 million in sales in social agency, my marketing agency. Okay. Now, here's what our daily prospecting looked like. Okay. Let's go through some fun stuff here. All right. So this is, as you can see, 11:38 a.m., 11:44 a.m., 12:11 p.m. So like literally every couple of minutes, we would get people that were interested. This was, I believe, our website offer that we were doing, right? So we were using cold calling to do this, right? We just did the same thing. All we did was find somebody that wanted a website or needed a website or had a shitty website, right? We would call them, tell them that we built them a brand new website and we wanted to show them what it looks like. Okay. And we got them to book a call with us on our calendar. And this is literally what it looked like every couple of minutes. Okay. This is what it looks like on a daily basis. We used to get like 22 appointments. This is 22 appointments in one day at the end of the day, right? This, guys, you just need to work and this will work for you. Okay. This simple process worked so well, okay, that I opened 2 call centers and scaled it to millions of dollars in revenue. Okay, on the left-hand side, you'll see this is one of the call centers that we had in Tijuana, Mexico. I literally hopped on a plane from South Florida, flew to San Diego, California, parked my car at the Hard Rock Hotel, and literally crossed the border into Mexico, into Tijuana, Mexico, because it's on the border of San Diego. Okay, met with somebody that had an existing call center there, okay, that had reps and everything, and I basically took it over, trained them, built out a whole call center in Tijuana, Mexico. Okay, this is traffic. It's a form of traffic. Okay, phone calling is phone calling. Calls is a form of traffic. Same thing here on the right-hand side. This is actually our call center inside of our existing office that we have right here, right? These are people doing the same exact thing. Okay. Now I want everybody to just breathe really quick. I know, because this is a lot to take in. So just breathe, relax. Okay. I want you to know something. Rome was not built in a day. You guys just literally saw my journey. Okay. Right now, you don't need to make millions of dollars. That's just a reality of what it is. Okay. But you might only need like $10,000 to $20,000 a month to literally completely change your life. Right. And just starting, guys, just starting this is the biggest step that you can take. All right. Now, we understand the whole prospecting thing, right? Let's talk about sales really quick, right? Now, I want to show you guys how to predictably close multiple deals every single week like clockwork, okay? Have you guys ever heard of the value ladder, the terminology value ladder, right? Russell Brunson uses it a lot, right? If you haven't, I'll just really share quickly with you what it is, right? A value ladder, all it is it's just a method of mapping out your service offering visually, right? In ascending order of value and price, as you can see here on the left-hand side, right? As clients ascend up the ladder, the value ladder increases, as does the cost, right? A really quick example of that. I go and I sell something on the first step of my value ladder for $199, right? Then I'm going to sell something and upsell them from there later on down the road to $500 a month. Then upsell them and send them to a $2,000 a month package, right? This is how value ladders work, okay? This was literally the model that we use to get as many people as we can into the top of the funnel. Okay. This allows you to make quick sales and gain new clients that are literally dying for more traffic. Okay. Let me show you guys how to get your first couple of clients super fast without actually selling. Okay. All right. So first thing that you want to do is you want to highlight the pains and then get the gains, right? So once again, use Insta reports to break internal beliefs about their business being perfect online. I cannot, guys, I have personally done thousands of demo calls using Insta reports, okay? Showing businesses what their business really looks like online. And you just have to look, you have to look at the look in their eyes when they see this report, okay? Because they don't really, they're a plumber, they're a locksmith, they're a barber, right? They don't understand any of this online marketing stuff. If you tell them, hey, you need more, business, it looks like your online presence is really not doing too well. They're like, what do you mean it's not doing too well? Right? I feel like we're doing okay. And then you whip out this report, and you're like, well, you're actually not. And here's the data to back up why you're not doing well. Right? So all you want to do is Insta reports basically stacks their business against local competitors, and it shows them how bad they really need your help. Okay. This is a really competitive edge. Right. So it's like, hey, by the way, like if I'm speaking to Bobby the painter, I'm like, hey, by the way, Sandy the painter, right down the street, right? These are her numbers. This is what she's doing, and this is why she's crushing you online. Okay. And you literally show the metrics of their competitors, right? And then after you do this, Insta Reports goes over their overall score. It goes through their listings, their reviews, their social media, their website, their SEO, their Google ads if they're running Google ads, right? All you are doing here, right? And by the way, this is on a report card scale. So how many of you guys ever got a report card or looked at a report card, right? It's pretty easy to understand, right? If you get an A, you're doing good. If you get an F, you're doing really shitty, right? So that's literally how we built this out, right? We use our machine learning in the back end to take their metric numbers and stack it up against other people in the same verticals and get averages and say, hey, this is what you should be doing, but you're not doing it. And this is why you have a D. Okay. This is what you should be doing, right? That's where you come in. And that is where you offer them a solution to their problem. Okay. Insta reports, I cannot tell you, is like a godsend for us. Insta reports and Insta sites. Okay. Showing a business exactly where they're failing is the easiest way to get a sale. Okay. Because if you tell somebody, hey, here's 70 listings, and in 60 of them you're not listed in, and in the 10 that you are listed in, 4 of them have the wrong address and phone number. So you're sending your lead quality and your leads to somebody else. God knows who it is, right? We can fix this today. There's no denying the data. Okay. The data is there, right? So Insta reports is super, super powerful. Okay. This is the fastest way to get new clients without knowing all of the techie stuff. The Insta report generate literally within seconds. Okay, guys. Now let's do some rapid fire golden nuggets about sales. And by the way, guys, this is the time where you're probably going to want to write stuff down, because I'm going to go really, really quick here and show you like 10 years of data, actually, 13 years of data compressed into like 3 minutes. Okay. What works, what doesn't, what you should do the most of. All right. Now, once again, this data is collected not only from our marketing agency, but 30,000 other agencies that are using the DashClicks platform. We have data to back up all of this stuff in the backend of database, right? Let's talk about our agency really quick, okay? Here was our core service offerings. It was like Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, SEO, content marketing, social media, posting, website design, and directory listings, right? SEO, believe it or not, I know everybody wants traffic now, right? But SEO actually has the highest stick rate. What that basically means is people who are paying you monthly for SEO, they'll actually stay with you the longest versus somebody that's paying you maybe for ads like Google ads or Facebook ads, because there's other associated costs in there. And if they're looking to put a bullet in anybody first, it's that cost that's costing them the most on their credit card every single month, right? So SEO is really good. And people also understand that SEO is a long-term strategy, okay? Here is your communication paths that you can use to sell, right? You can do like Zoom meetings where you can like screen share. You can do phone calls, and you can do like in person where you're going and doing walk-ins, right? For us, the way that we were able to really scale this thing out, the starting point was phone calls. That was like our prospecting method. As you saw in our call centers, phone calls for us had the highest converting communication channel. And here's the crazy part. nobody wants to do phone calls, right? I'll do a poll real quick in the chat. And guys, be honest. Do not lie about this. How many of you guys love doing cold calls? Drop a number 1 in the chat if you do, or 2 in the chat if you don't. Go ahead. Fill up the chat for me, guys. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going. 22211 222 222. Somebody said 1.5. 2. I don't. Right. The reality is, here's a little secret for everybody. You want to get rich? Do all of the shit that nobody else wants to do. Boom. That's it. That's as simple as it. Right? Because the shit usually that nobody else wants to do is the shit that usually works, and it worked the best for us. That's how we scaled our agency. Okay. Here's some contract terms, right? So everybody's talking about like how long, if I do contracts, how long should they be, right? We've played around with this for years, guys. We've done 12-month contracts, 6-month contracts, 3-month contracts, and no contracts, which was monthly. We found that after all of the data that we put together, that 6 months was the best. It allowed us to put a contract in place. And it's because we want to obviously keep customers, not just for 1 month. And on top of that, it was the easiest for them to say yes, where they weren't committed to like 12 months or 24 months or things like that, right? So it was like, it was the best to get the win, and it would work the best for us. It was the best for both parties, right? So 6 months is always a great point to start. Okay. And here is some price offerings, right? So like these are some price points that we've played around with across the years. We're like, okay, we'll charge businesses $49 a month for X service, whatever that service is, right? We'll charge them $199, $399, $999, $14.99. Here's what we realized, guys. Customers most of the time, right? We would have a higher close rate and a better retention rate at $9.99 a month. This was like the sweet spot for us, right? Because $1,000 isn't too expensive for a small business, right? It's just enough to kind of keep them going, right? But if your service works, $1,000 is nothing to them, and they will stay with you forever, right? And it also really helps on the closing side because you can close these accounts really, really quick. And for you guys, $1,000 a month can stack up really, really quick. Okay. All right. By the way, did that help you guys? Right? Say yes in the chat. That helped you guys. Right? Just some quick high level stuff. All right. Awesome. Now that we talked about prospecting, we talked about sales. Let's talk about fulfillment really quick. Okay. How to find a reliable white label fulfillment partner so you can literally automate the entire backend process. Now, here is some more crazy data points, okay? Here's why most marketing agencies cannot scale fulfillment. We see it every single day in Dashflix, okay? 1, and this might be you guys. If any of these things on here are you and you can relate, put a number 2 in the chat. I want to feel your pain, okay? Drop a number 2 in the chat if the reason why you can't scale your marketing agency is because you're using multiple vendors. You are using freelance platforms. You are using providers that just cannot deliver sustainable results for your clients, right? You are using glued together reporting metrics and KPIs. You have inefficient protocols and processes trying to like piece together all of these different freelancers and platforms like that, right? And you're trying to do all the work in-house, which is the worst thing that you can do. Okay, if you're trying to scale your agency, doing it all in-house. Okay, let me show you guys something really quick. This is pretty cool and also eye-opening. I like to show this kind of case study here. Here's an example of fulfilling Facebook ads in-house versus using a fulfillment partner, okay? So usually if you have like a senior level media buying team, okay, it's probably going to cost you on average of about $148,000 a year for that team, okay? This is, by the way, not me guessing. This is from Glassdoor, okay? So these are metrics from directly pulled from Glassdoor, okay? So as an example, when you order Facebook ads from DashClicks, from our fulfillment house as an example, right? Well, what are the people that are actually working on the account? Well, we have a Facebook ad specialist. We have a content writer that's writing all of the copy, right? We have a graphic designer that's creating all of the ads, right? Now, that, once again, alone, if you add all of those up, that's $148,000 a year. Okay, and look at this. Look at the numbers here on the right-hand side, right? So average base salary for a Facebook ad specialist is about 51K. About 50K for a content writer and 47K for a graphic designer, okay? If you just order fulfillment services with DashClicks, it's $199 a month, right, for Facebook ads, right? And think about all of the other things that you don't have to deal with at the same time. No in-house raises, absences, vacations, all of that stuff that you would have to deal with dealing with employees, right? You have no recruitment costs. You don't have to interview. You don't have to rehire. You don't have to fire, right? There's no training people or managing them or optimizing them, right? There's no protocols that you need to create or processes or like formulas to get this stuff to work, right? There's no equipment or softwares or phones, right? By the way, guys, say thank you because this is all the stuff that we're paying here. These are all of the costs that we are paying here at DashClicks, okay? I cannot tell you how much overhead we have at DashClicks to make this whole fulfillment engine work for you guys, all right? So what I'm saying is, if you're not using DashClicks, I don't care, use somebody else, doesn't matter, but use a fulfillment partner, okay, guys? And once again, here's what you can charge for traffic. Here's some industry standards on what other agencies are charging, right? And you can kind of see the margins in between the two. So just bringing this back. So now going full circle here, okay? Now, you should be charging 5 times more than what your fulfillment partners are charging, basically, which results in huge margins and complete automation, okay? Now, here's how to qualify that your white label fulfillment partner is actually good, right? One, experience. You want to find a white label fulfillment partner that's been around for at least, okay, you want to find a white label fulfillment partner that's been around for at least 5+ years and has experience doing multiple different service offerings, not just like one that might just do like Facebook ads as an example, because that's going to be crazy for you to scale out. Okay. Next, you want to find somebody that you can scale with, right? A partner that you can offload 1 or even 100 customers to in one shot without any issues. The last thing you want is your white label fulfillment partner saying, please, we can't handle more clients. And then you get stuck with a sale and nobody to fulfill. Okay. Next, software. Your partner should have a software platform to showcase reporting, right? But more importantly, provide you the place that your client can run their entire business, right? You also want to have structure. Good fulfillment partners segment their teams by different services and even tasks. So they're all specialists at one thing and not just one person doing it all, right? Massive thing here, okay, that we learned over the years at DashClicks. Service. Make sure that you get dedicated account rep that will actually hold your hand throughout the entire process so you can push things forward as needed. And automations, right? These are super important when scaling. Make sure that your partner can at least automate the simple things like order placing and onboardings and things like that, so you're not wasting your time on doing those repetitive tasks. Once again, shameless plug here, and I don't care. DashClicks is the way to go. Okay, now we'll continue. All right, awesome. Now that you understand how fulfillment works, let's talk about how to scale this whole thing, okay? The simple secret to implementation in your agency, the secret simple is implementation, right? We talked about that at the beginning, right? So you can 10x your results. Now, here is an awesome, awesome quote that I got from Zig Ziglar, if anybody's familiar with him, right? You don't build a business, you build people, and then people build the business, right? This was eye-opening, okay? You cannot scale a business alone, guys. It just doesn't work, unfortunately. Showing others this proven process, right, and then plugging them into your business will allow you to grow way faster, right? Once ready, focus your time on bringing in sales professionals and you'll skyrocket your revenue, literally, okay? The reality is it's not rocket science. You just need to do more of what's already working for you. And then you add more people from your team and facilitate your actual success. All right. So here's just a quick example, right? With a good white label fulfillment partner, you only need to scale the front end of your business, right? Prospecting and sales, right? And the back end is completely automated and you can save time and money along the way. You literally don't have to worry about half of your business, right? So half of your business operations, you just X cut out. Half of your headaches, just X cut out, right? This is massive when you're trying to grow your agency, okay? Now look, now that you guys understand the stack effect framework, I've got some really quick questions for you, okay? Question number 1, has our time on this webinar been valuable so far and well spent? Drop a number 1 in the chat if it has, okay? All right, love it. Question number 2, drop a number 2 in the chat. Do you feel more confident in growing your marketing agency now that you know some of these behind the scenes secrets, right? Question number 3, drop a number 3 in the chat. Can you see how Just one or two things that I showed you today can help you in starting or growing your marketing agency, regardless of your current situation. Drop a number 3 in the chat, right? Number 4, are you excited to actually make a go out of all of this and see what wonderful things open up for you in your life? Drop a number 4, right? Implementation, right? Now, guys, as I was creating this webinar, I thought about you and I thought about what you would need to make this all work super fast, right? Without having any past experience, large investments, a huge team, or giving up massive time. So here's my solution to you to make this all work. Okay. Now, guys, I'm super excited to introduce our brand new program, which is called Agency Journey. Okay. This is basically how you unleash proven organic growth strategies to hit your first 10K revenue milestone in your agency. Okay. Would you guys be cool if I show you guys what's inside of our brand new group coaching program, Agency Journey? Drop a number 3 in the chat. Okay. Let me show you guys what I'm going to give you access to, and I'm super excited. So once again, this program is called Journey to 10K. So for those of you guys that are just trying to hit your first $10,000 in revenue, this program is going to be absolutely perfect for you, okay? The first thing that we're going to give you guys access to is a brand new course that we created, which is actually called the Journey to 10K. In fact, here's the cool part, okay? I did not create this course. Okay. Actually, what I did was I said, you know what? Instead of me creating a course on how I would do it, why don't I have somebody else that has taken all of the things that I said and implemented them in their agency and made it work and has a multi-six-figure agency? What if he created the course? Wouldn't it be cool if he showed you guys what he learned from me and how it actually worked for him? Right? How many of you guys would love that? Drop a number 3 in the chat, right? If you guys can have somebody just like you who's went out and did this from A to Z, okay, and it worked for him. That person is called Sean Richards, and he's here in the chat, okay, and he's one of the new head coaches inside of the Agency Journey to 10K program. Sean, what's going on? Blow up the chat. So the first thing I'm going to give you guys access to is our brand new Journey to 10K course, okay? Now, we're going to be charging $1,997 for this course outside of this offer. Don't worry, obviously you're not going to pay that here today, okay? So once again, total value is $1,997, right? This is all about mastering the art of organic traffic and growth, okay? So you can pave your way to your first $10,000 in sales without spending a dime on ads. You are not here to spend ads or build funnels and do all that stuff yet. You just need to get to your first 10K quickly, okay? So this is 9 comprehensive modules, literally slam-packed with insights on leveraging organic methods to boost sales, okay? Detailed strategies for building strong customer relationships and maximizing word of mouth, and practical tips on content marketing, social media engagement, community building, prospecting, sales, and all that good stuff to literally fuel your growth. Okay, so the first thing that's included inside of the Journey to 10K program is our Journey to 10K course. Next thing is an onboarding call, which is just a $97 one-time value. We're going to jump on a one-on-one call with you and kind of map out what your next couple of months are going to look like to try to hit your 10K goal, right? So that's total value of $2,094, right? So once again, we're going to jump on a call with you one-on-one, right? We're going to kickstart your journey with white glove onboarding process to make sure that you're primed for success from day one, right? This is a personalized Zoom call to guide you through the initial setup and show you exactly where to start. It's also a comprehensive walkthrough of the program's resources and how to leverage them for your agency's growth, and obviously tailored advice to align the program with your specific goals and challenges, okay? Next, I'm also going to give you guys a certification. So once you actually hit your 10K, we're going to give you an awesome certificate that you can then take, put up on your wall, right? And use as your first milestone and your first kind of roadmap, right? First step in the roadmap for where you're going to go in the future, right? So once again, you'll receive a certification upon reaching your first 10K in sales, right? You'll also enhance your agency's credibility, right? Kind of like a 2 Comma Club award, right? But a smaller version, right? It's your first milestone, right? And then you'll also use this certification as a testament to your dedication and skills in growing your agency, right? Next thing, and this is the biggest thing, Community, 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 community. We've created a brand new school community that is going to be only for members of Journey to 10K, which basically means every single person inside of their program, inside of this Journey to 10K program, is on the same exact roadmap as you. They're on the same mission, they have the same milestone they're trying to hit, and everybody's running in the exact same direction. Wouldn't it be awesome? Okay. Wouldn't it be awesome to just be in a room with 100 people that are on the same exact mission as you, right? Say yes in the chat. Wouldn't that be amazing, right? So once again, this is so far we're at $2,191 in one time, and then $197 a month in just pure value of what we would charge on a monthly basis if we sold these things separately, right? So once again, connect with hundreds of agency owners worldwide, all that are on the same journey as you. So it's exclusive access to a global community of agency owners. You're going to be able to share insights, strategies, challenges with peers and coaches who actually understand your journey. You're going to be able to network, collaborate, and grow together with entrepreneurs who are just as ambitious as you are. Now, keep in mind, guys, I just told you guys a story about in our last program, Dash Elite, right? We had two agency owners that were just there in networking inside of the community, formed an actual agency, Caesar and George. They're doing $350K a month right now, right? Network. Have you guys ever heard of network is your net worth, right? Very true. Also, we're going to be doing group coaching calls 3 times a week, every single week. Live group coaching calls. How many of you guys right now just like get stuck, right? Or just need accountability, right? Or just like trying to figure out what to do to make this whole thing work? Drop a number 1 if that is you, right? How many of you guys are just feel like you're stuck and wish you could just jump on a call and speak to somebody, right? To just run faster, right? So once again, we do 3 times a week group coaching calls, right? And this is where you guys basically can engage in a live structured call to basically help keep you on track, accountable, and motivated, which is the most important thing, right? Regular live training calls to dive deep into prospecting, sales, and software. Those are the 3 things that we cover every single week inside of the Journey to 10K. You're also going to get direct access to expert advice, peer discussions, and real-time problem solving. You're going to get a supportive environment to ask questions, share wins, and learn from others. Okay, so once again, group coaching calls 3 times every single week. Another awesome thing that we're going to give you guys in Journey to 10K is we're going to be hosting a private workshop every single month. So I'm going to be tapping into my network of super influential agency owners that are crushing it in the space. And one time every single month, I'm going to be bringing them on, and we're going to be doing a 1 to 2 hour live workshop where you're going to be learning a new thing every single month that you can implement back into your business from some really top level people. Okay. Once again, total value so far of just $2,191 one time and $891 a month, just total value of what this would be if we would charge separately for this, right? So stay at the forefront, right? Look at this. These are just some of the people in my network. We just did a funnel freedom challenge not too long ago, and I brought all of these beautiful faces on, guys that are crushing it in the space, right? So once again, we're going to do monthly sessions, and we're going to be focusing on new and emerging strategies in the marketing world, right? We're going to learn directly from experts, okay? Directly from the experts. And they're going to continuously involve your mindset, whether you need help with mindset coaching, right? Or you need help with prospecting, or you need help closing more deals, right? Or you need help with any of those elements. We're going to be bringing new people on every single month to do this, right? And we're going to be also implementing cutting edge techniques and strategies for you to be able to stay ahead of the game, okay? On top of that, how many of you guys are using DashClicks right now? Drop a number 2 in the chat if you have a DashClicks Pro subscription, right? Drop a number 2 in the chat. How many of you guys are using DashClicks? How many of you guys are not using DashClicks but would love to? Drop a number 3 in the chat, right? How many of you guys would love that? Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give all of you guys, okay, included in the Journey to 10K, I'm going to give you guys DashClicks Pro for free for the next 30 days to make this deal even sweeter. So if you have a DashClicks account, right, if you already have a DashClicks account, right, then we will find your account and we will add 30 days. So your next 30 days is on us for free. You don't have to pay for it. If you don't have a DashClicks account, our system will create you an account, right, and we'll add 30 days for free, okay? So you'll be able to access all the tools and automations, right, for a faster, more efficient agency operation. right? Our platform is also 100% white labeled, right? Offering you the freedom to brand the entire suite of tools as your own. And you also get unlimited sub accounts. So you can actually start charging your sub accounts for software, right? $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, right? You can have unlimited sub accounts, right? So you make your money back really, really quick. All right. And once again, if you already have a Dashflix Pro subscription, your next month will be on us for free. If you don't, your next 30 days are totally free. And once again, just a little bit about Dashflix, right? We have customers in over 90 countries. We've been operating for over a decade. We're trusted by 100,000 users globally across 30,000 plus agency accounts. And we have a white label software and ecosystem, which is basically an all-in-one platform, right? We also have white label fulfillment. So it's a one-stop shop. You have your software and your white label fulfillment all in one place. Okay. And we have built-in apps that you'll absolutely fall in love with. Things like our brand new funnel builder to Insta sites and Insta reports and a CRM system and automations and a bunch of really awesome stuff to really bring your tech stack to a whole nother level. Plus, on top of that, we also have a mobile app, and we also just released a white label mobile app. So a lot of really awesome features coming into the software side of things. And the reality is, look, guys, Dashflix is rated over 1,000 online verified reviews, 4.9 out of 5 stars, right? The customers tell this story. Okay, we have over 1,000 reviews online, 4.9 out of 5 stars across the board, right? Well, now let me ask you guys a really quick question. What do you guys think would happen if you just go through all of these things, right? What if you could take control of your hours and your own income and your own life, right? Would that help you? Drop a number 3 in the chat, right? If you were able to control your own hours and your own income, right? What if you can make enough income to support yourself, your family without being stressed, right? What if you could create enough income to quit your job or your part-time or full-time job, right? What if you could have the confidence in just selling marketing services knowing that you don't have to actually fulfill the orders yourself, right? What if you can have an entire community of other marketing agencies to network with and share ideas with so you're not alone, right? What if you could finally feel fulfilled as an entrepreneur while your marketing agency goes to new heights, right? Look, guys, my marketing agency has generated me over $5 million in lifetime sales, and it's still growing strong, by the way, 13 years later, right? Now, are you guys ready for what I have to offer you today? Some of you guys are like cringing at the elephant in the room, which is what is this whole thing going to actually cost, right? So total value here, guys, is $2,290 on a one-time, and then recurring, if we were just going to charge for these things separately, it'd be $891 a month, all right? We've sold, I just ran some stats the other day. We sold 487 people into our last coaching program over the last 4 years, which paid $6,000 to join our coaching program. Just out of some fun, right? How much do you guys think the journey to 10K is going to cost you guys today? Just go ahead and drop a number in the chat. What do you guys think that this is actually worth, right? What would you guys pay, right? Go ahead and drop it in the chat below. I'm really curious to hear how much you would think that this is worth. Now, keep in mind, we charge $6,000, okay, $6,000 for a coaching program, which was called Dash Elite for the last 4 years, right? Neil said $397 a month. Umberto said priceless. Andre said not sure, right? How much you guys think that this would cost? Drop it in the chat below. Right? I'm really curious. And by the way, I'm not going to change the price around, you guys, okay? We're already on the slide deck here. This is where the Jeopardy music comes in, right? Alien said $799 a month, right? $699 a month, Patrick said. Eddie Roberts said he's not sure, right? Here's what I would love to do for you guys today, okay? The total value of this program is $3,182 total value, okay? And that's basically split up between $2,200 on one time and $891. We were charging this separately. I'm going to hook you guys up today because I feel cool and confident. And this is a brand new program, and I honestly want to max out our program today here live on the webinar. So here's what I'm going to do for you guys. This whole program is $199 a month, okay? And there's no contracts. It's month to month, and you can cancel at any time. How does that make sense for you guys? You guys like that, right? You don't have to pay me $6,000, right? $199, no contracts, month to month, cancel at any time, okay? Now, guys, we are going to be doing a 100 member max. So the maximum amount of people that we're going to let into this program is 100 people. Okay. There is hundreds of you here live on the webinar. And we also have an email blast that's set to go out at 2:30 p.m. EST that's going to blast almost 100,000 other people with our new program. Well, the second we get to 100 members max, the doors are closing. Okay. We are going to get you guys inside and onboarded and indoctrinated because we want to make sure that we can service you guys the right way. And then maybe in a month or two, we'll reopen the doors to this program again. Okay. So once again, the link is here below. You can go ahead, click the link. Okay. And don't worry, guys. I'm going to hang out with you guys. And I see you guys dropping questions. I will answer all of your questions. Do not worry. Okay. But the link is right there below. My recommendations is clicking on that link, checking out right now before the room fills up. Okay. And on top of all of this, guys, I'm also going to give you guys a 100% action-based money back guarantee, which is very simple. If you go out and you pay $199 today and you implement everything that I've taught you, okay, and you show proof of it, of implementing everything that we've taught you, and if for some reason it doesn't work or you don't see traction, we will refund you your $199. Okay, so there's also an action-based guarantee on this program as well. Now, guys, some of you guys also might be asking, like, is growing a marketing agency even right for me, right? Well, let me ask you guys a quick question. Do you suppose it's a smart idea to create a new or even additional income stream for yourself that you can control? Right? Do you feel that now that you've watched this entire webinar, you've learned enough to get started and immediately start implementing everything? Right? Do you want to make an impact in your life, plus the lives of all the customers you're going to serve that you're going to help get traffic to? Right? And most importantly, does your heart actually gravitate you towards wanting having your own business and your own marketing agency? Right? If so, my team will go ahead and drop the link below. Go ahead and click on that link. Right? Once again, guys, it's $199 a month, no contract, month to month, cancel at any times, 100 members max, right? It's literally 94% off of the total value of what we would charge if we charged all this stuff separately, right? And the crazy part is when we were creating this program, we were trying to price it out. And we were floating around $1,000 a month, $999 a month. I know a lot of you guys guessed, right? Some of you guys said $699, $899, $999, $499, $399. We were floating at about $1,000 a month. And then we said, you know what? The goal for us for this program, for DashClicks as a community, for our company, is we really don't want to be profitable on making $199 a month to literally coach you guys. Okay, this is group coaching. Okay, this also includes software for free for 30 days. It includes a course. It includes community. It includes coaching inside of the community. 3 calls per week, live calls every single week. It includes me having to bring on and pay a masterclass person to do a masterclass for you guys. The goal of this, okay, is to get you guys in. And my secret motivation for doing all of this is in hopes that you guys continue using DashClicks and use our white label fulfillment services. That's the only thing that I ask for you guys if you're joining this program. Now, you don't have to. We're not going to know, obviously, if you do or don't, right? But this is $199 a month. There's no contracts, month to month, cancel anytime, 100 member max. The only thing that I ask you guys for return when you join the program is if you like DashClicks, you continue using DashClicks Pro, the software. If you love our fulfillment services, use us for your white label fulfillment. That's where we're going to grow as a company, okay? But we're here to support you guys. Once again, $199 a month, okay? And once again, this is kind of the stack once again, so you guys can see what it entails, right? So it's the Journey to 10K course. It's 9 modules, basically, that you can probably knock out in a couple of days, all right? It is an onboarding call, so it's a dedicated one-on-one call with our coach, Sean Richards, who's going to be jumping on the call with you and kind of navigating you into where you should start and, you know, where to go from there, right? The certification, the community. So you're going to get access to all the members inside of the school community, which is also available on your mobile device. They have a mobile app too, which is awesome, right? Group coaching 3 times a week. So every single week, 3 times a week. And I believe it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you can't make the calls for whatever reason, they're also recorded and plugged right into the membership area within 24 hours, right? So guys, and a monthly workshop once a month, Dashlix Pro for 30 days, which is 99 bucks a month, right? So that's $99 that you're already saving. So if you already have a Dashlix account and you're paying for Dashlix, well, this is really like 100 bucks for the next 30 days for you. Okay. And if you don't have a Dashlix account, well, this is also kind of like 100 bucks for you because we're going to give you Dashlix for free for the next 30 days. All right. Instead of you paying $99 a month for that. Right. So once again, guys, this is 100 members max, right? So on our main core page, I sent you guys obviously straight to the journey, access to the 100 journey to 100K page. On our main page, we're going to show the breakdown of all. There's also other journeys that we're going to be creating, which is awesome. So coming up soon, we're going to have journey to 100K and journey to 1 million, which are going to be different programs. But for those of you guys looking to get to your first 10K, this is the perfect program for you. Okay. If you see this button and it's blue, or if you're on the landing page right now and the checkout is open and the page has not redirected you to anywhere else, then that means that we have not maxed out to the 100 members yet. And this program is open and you can go ahead and check out and you'll join our program instantly. Okay. You'll get emails to join in the school community. Our system automatically will go and find your Dashlix account and update everything for you. Everything is literally 100% automated. So you get instant access after checking out, like within, I don't know, a minute or two. Okay. So once again, $199 a month. This is probably the craziest offer that we've literally ever done in the history of doing coaching. Okay. And no contracts, month to month, cancel anytime. This is probably the craziest thing that we've done, right? The link is in the chat below, right? And now what we'll do is I'm going to just go through some FAQs. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick. And I know some of you guys have questions, right? So I'll ask the questions. Go ahead, guys. I'm going to stay on for a couple minutes. Drop your questions below here. I will answer any of your questions here in real time. Okay. Eddie said, how will this work if I'm using white label services? This will work the same way. Nothing changes. You just continue to use the white label services. Eamon said Pro included. Yes, Dashlix Pro will be included just for 30 days. After that, it's $99 a month if you want to continue using the software side of things. Okay. But yeah, you get 30 days for free. Let's see what else we got. Somebody says, I have the agency booster kit. How do I get into the program? If you purchase any other services from Dashlix in the past, which gave you Dashlix for X amount of time, very simple. This is a separate offer. You'll be able to jump in. It's a brand new program that we just launched. This content is not available anywhere else but the journey to 10K. If you have offers where you're on an annual plan to Dashlix, or you've purchased maybe agency booster kit, which includes Dashlix for 6 months, cool. What will happen is those 30 free days, you're not going to lose that. We're going to add that to the end of your next cycle. So let's say if you have 3 months left on your existing Dashlix subscription, well, now you'll have 4 and the 4th will be for free. We'll just give you another 30 days, right? So we add that to your account, right? Eddie said, when does this end? This is going to end when we hit 100 members max. So I don't know the answer to that question. I'm hoping sooner than later, obviously, because I want to get a bunch of people in here ASAP. We're also going to be doing an onboarding call for all new members this Friday that I will be hosting alongside our brand new coach, Sean. This is going to be this Friday at 1 p.m. EST. Our first coaching call is going to be all about prospecting, and that's going to be the following Monday at 1 p.m. EST. So super excited about that as well. Very, very excited. Let's see. Let's see. What software training does it include? So it includes all of the softwares that we train you on. Obviously, Dashlix. So we do a lot of Dashlix software training on how to use our actual software. And then there's also other softwares that will show you how to use things like ways where you can generate leads or do, DM campaigns or do mass email, like things like that. All these other softwares, we do also software trainings on those third-party softwares as well if you wanted to use those strategies and implement them on your agency. So we'll train you on all the software stuff as well, right? So guys, once again, 199 bucks a month. They should be a no-brainer for anybody. 199 bucks a month if you're using Dashlix or not. It's kind of like paying 100 bucks, right? To get access to a course that we're going to charge probably eventually 2K for. We will drop the link once again if my team can drop the link below. So that is the link to join. $199 a month. No contract, no commitments, I like the thumbs up thing. No contracts, no monthly commitments. It's month to month. You can cancel at any time. It's just a regular subscription that's inside of your Dashflix account. Okay, so super simple. I am very, very excited to see all of you inside our new Journey to 10K program. For those of you guys that have any questions, once you join the community, I'll be inside of the school group as well, right? It's a private school group for all of the Journey to 10K members. I am going to be in there. Our head coach, Sean, is going to be in there. Our chief executive, our chief operating officer, Tommy, will be in there. Our chief customer officer, Gil, will be in there, right? So a lot of C-level staff will be in there working with you guys, training you guys, helping you, as well as head coaches, administrative assistants. So a lot of people are going to be there to support all 100 of you that are going to be joining the program in hopes to help you get to your first 10K. And then even after that, we're going to be networking, hanging out together. So we'll have a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll see you guys inside. How many of you guys are excited and joining the Journey to 10K program? Drop a number 3 in the chat. Show me some love. Super excited to see all of you guys in there. Okay, cool. A bunch of you guys took advantage. All right, guys. Love you guys. My team will drop the link one more time down below. I'm going to go ahead and close out the call. Super excited to see all of you guys. And once again, I will see you on the inside of Agency Journey to 10K. Have a good one, everyone.